You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
And I'm doing just as well as one could possibly imagine in, well, with Angie still lodging complaints about the fact that we're not covering the Dodgers and the Padres. Yes, I know, but I can only stay up so late for so many nights, and this week is a weird one, Angie. So if they make it to the, if they make it to the, if they make it against the Mets, I swear we'll do one of those games. I mean, that's the 7-game series, so that should definitely not be a problem. They're trying right now. Big Ten. This is playing on the Big Ten network, in case you're wondering. They're playing up the defensive prowess of both teams, especially getting the blocks at the net. And honestly, I'm just hoping for an interesting match. I don't need it to go all the way to 5 sets, but I'll take competitive. I really will. Maybe Mimi Collier will get a little bit more involved in this game than she did against Penn State. I barely heard her name get called in that game. Like she got completely frozen out. John Jay, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And unfortunately, yes, the Mets are going to the League Championship Series. Francisco Lindor ended up getting a grand slam, and that was the difference maker. It won them the game. LMKI? Yeah, things looking rough for the Dodgers. And I have a feeling that, many more people are going to be making themselves known as anti-Mets fans. But I also think people just don't want to lose the ability to make fun of the Mets. But that's just me talking. I'm not sure how many more commercial breaks and badly put together tacos they're going to make me sit through before we get this match going. So, just to fill time, and because, Lions actually has to deal with the NFL schedule this week. We're damn America's game of the week on Sunday. Oh, that's a lot of nonsense. Oh, absolutely, very trustworthy. Well, oh, oh, the way I had understood the situation MKI was that a lot of the pitchers, and most of your pitchers are out for injury. Is it just they've been injured once too often and you can't afford to continue with them? That it'll just be the same results year after year, or the ones that you brought in aren't doing the job that you expected? All right, we got a decent smattering of people here at the arena in Eugene, Oregon tonight. Mm-hmm. No, no, they're still going on. Come on, where's the roster? Come on. No, don't put don't put ads up. I don't need ads. I'm already here. You don't have to sell me. All right. There we are. At least we got a decent cheer coming up from the home crowd. All right, there's the rosters. Oh, excuse me. All right. Well, let's hope that the offense can be as explosive as the announcers have claimed. We will see. Thank you, MKI. All right, so Mackenzie Morris will be on the serve for the Ducks. Aim for the back row. Try quick setup. The flop over doesn't hit, so Ducks try lobbing it over. A spike from the near side ends up going out. The service remains with Oregon. All right, Morris aims for the same direction. A little bit of trouble controlling that one, and it ends up being a free ball for Oregon. Ducks can't handle it either. They end up giving it right back, and then it didn't get it in time. A brave dig from Morris trying to save that one, but USC gets the point. Okay. Mia Twaniga, senior out of Long Beach, California, with an absolute bullet of a serve to the back row. But then Ofegbu with a rocket right in the middle of the net. Aims for that far back corner where nobody is. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Oregon's block will end up out of bounds. And we are at 2-2. There goes Troy looking to serve, and Ofegbu ends up getting the block, getting a good shot, and it bounces between the two USC players. Neither one can get it over. Oregon on the serve. A little bit of an awkward bump. Will they be able to get anything going? No. Block at the front by Ofigbu. And Owabete getting in there to help out as well. Yeah. And that is that. I'm going to resent. Interesting the amount of power that people think I have, which I don't. I love Robert. Plainly. All right, service is back to USC now again. Score now 4-3. They try to dip it over, and USC is ready for it. They are stuffed at the net. Tied at 4. Yeah. You can imagine why I would be skeptical. Meanwhile, Oregon is able to rescue it off the block. They can't do anything with the tip, however. And then the second one, it bounces off the defender in the back line, and Oregon gets the ball back as it sails out of bounds. And yeah, some great defensive reaches by Oregon to rescue this point. All right, McClennan goes for the serve on this one. They try to do save the kill shot from USC. Their libero saves that one. And another block at the net. And damn, Owabete with another kill shot to the corner. All right, 6-4 now. Ducks over Trojans. Wow, more great defense by the Ducks. Good block by USC up front at the net. They're able to set up, possibly get service back. Another great dig from the back row. They end up, unfortunately, having to give it back to USC. Another block. They try for another setup, but great rescue by the Trojans. This point's been going on for a while. I think this is exchange number 5 or 6. Saved again by USC. Blocked at the net. They try to just throw it back over, but it gives Ducks a chance to set up again. And finally, it ends after like 8, 9, 10 exchanges across the net. And that was Colby Neal who ended up getting the point there. Meanwhile, a rough shot right at center court gets USC the serve back. All right, this is Jaden Livings who is now up to serve. And an ace after they could not handle it in the back half of the court. Oh, I don't know how they managed so much spin on it, but there was no way in hell anyone was going to save that one. And a second one. Wow. Well, I mean, Luke, it's not our fault that we've seen this story before. Another serve from Livings and another ace. Wow. And she's not even, doesn't even seem like she's putting too much spin on the ball, just placing it really well and forcing the defenders into awkward positions. And meanwhile, that goes long. And that makes it 8-8 now. Meantime, USC trying to get things going. They just hit the backcourt. All right. They get it back. Oh, they're calling net violation. Whoa, just barely. Wow, that is 2 straight blocks by USC at the net. They try to float it over. Trojans are not fooled. Another great dig by the Ducks to keep themselves alive. And wow, again at the net, they deny. Leah Ford getting up there. One of many times that she was involved in this point to... Yeah, Tuaninga is also getting up there to jump, but that time they couldn't manage the angle. It just falls harmlessly to the floor. Currently 10-9. Ducks have the serve again. Meanwhile, Canadians are leading the Leafs 1-0. They try to just lob it over. Ducks are ready for it. And unfortunately, that kill shot is too hard for the defender in the back to handle. We are tied at 10 again. Meantime, they're on the power play. And I'm so excited to get back into hockey again. Meanwhile, one of the players that got mentioned with high plays for USC, Allie Batenhorst, just got herself another kill. Oh yeah, and we will have a number, well, at least a poll or two every month for the hockey games because there's just too many good ones to choose from. Trying for a lot from the back line. Nothing doing. They have to dig again. And a great lob down the line. Collier didn't even have to put a lot of force on it. She just knew that nobody was ready to defend over there. Livingston must have thought it was going to go out. And then a quick point by USC to get the point right back. All right, and here we are, 12-11. Back and forth the whole time. Meantime, Rockets are leading, or they're down to the Thunder at halftime, 60-47. Tuaninga drills it into the net. All right. And meanwhile, McClellan will direct that one right into the net. And so now Betancourt will serve. Let's see how she does. Aims it to the backcourt, handled well by the Ducks, and McClellan. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was McClellan. That was actually Mimi Collier, who's now going to be going to take serve for the Ducks. All right. USC is trying to set up from far to near. It ends up flying out of bounds and no touch. Really? Okay. And I don't hear a challenge coming from the USC coach, so I think it's going to hold. All right. And USC replies with a dart of their own. That's Livings again. 14-14. Meanwhile, an ongoing innings of 176 not out versus Pakistan, and Joe Root has become the all-time leading scorer for England in Test match cricket, and 5th all-time regardless of nation. That's damn impressive. Meantime, Oregon has hit 15 points, and we get our commercial break. All right. Quick look down because it's going to be here before we know it tomorrow night. 49ers against Seahawks. Hope you all enjoy the game. I will be ignoring everything. But I don't know who's going to win. The 49ers are looking weird, and as are the Seahawks. But I'm sure they will make it a brutal match because they're division rivals. That's how it goes. Jaguars versus Bears. Congratulations, Bears, on your win, unless the Jaguars playing in front of their home team is what drives them to victory. Buccaneers, I don't know why they wouldn't win against the Saints. Commanders Ravens has the possibility of actually being really interesting. Holy hell. Also a really nice challenge for Jaden Daniels and his crew. Cardinals Packers. I would think the Packers should take this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals make it a difficult and maybe scary game. Colts Titans. This feels like Colts getting their mojo back after everything else that has happened this season, and it has to be Joe Flacco. Texans should do fantastic against the Patriots. Emphasis on should. Eagles should beat the Browns. Once again, emphasis on the should. Broncos apparently are going to continue their... Yeah, I'm going to say this, Angie. Broncos are going to beat the Chargers, and you're not going to be able to convince me otherwise. Sorry. Steelers, that should be a win for them against the Raiders, who... Oh, Gardner Minshew, we love you, but you are not helping. Falcons should get the Panthers. Lions, Cowboys, I'll stress about later. Meanwhile, good block at the net by Oregon to now go up 16-14. That has Michelle Oobete up there at the net for the Ducks. All right, they try a quick setup, but the dig ends up careening into the stands. Get the kill right back. Oh, William. Bengals Giants this Sunday. How excited are you feeling about that matchup? Because that looks like it could be at least 31 flavors of fun. Meanwhile, this point is had a couple of rockets attempting to get it back. And they can't get the point because I guess it hit that little stand-up bar thing at the edge of the net. So, damn. Meanwhile, they very nearly give it back again. Big block at the net. And the dig does not happen. USC takes the lead. 17-16. Yeah, they'd rather be watching Bills Jets, if only for the extended comic possibilities of Aaron Rodgers getting humiliated. As for Lions Cowboys, I have a feeling like this could very much be a get-right game for the Cowboys. Meanwhile, that kill shot rockets into the stands after being deflected out of bounds. We are tied up at 17 again. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got. I know we have. I knew we had Ottawa versus Montreal on Monday. The rest I kind of just blurred out. Meanwhile, USC will send that point long and give service back to the Ducks. Well, best of luck against the Rough Riders. I think Rough Riders actually are favored for that game. Meantime, both teams are trying to just dip it over the net. Each team seems to have an answer, and then finally they sneak it down the length of the net for a point. Tied at 18 again. That was Adonia Famawina getting that 18th point for USC. All right, now let's see. Who is this? This is Greg Gosnell on the serve now. Grad student out of Charleston, South Carolina. Just had a little loft to the midcourt. Oregon tries the rough kill, and it barrels far too far away for their libero to catch it. And the Ducks now up 19-18. Been very, very close. I don't think there's been a lead of more than 2 or 3 points this entire game. No, I wouldn't say more than 2. Absolutely. Are they able to rescue that one? Can they control it off that fierce kill? They kind of do. Batencourt essentially gives them a free ball. Good dig like Gosnell. But Batencourt's shot goes out of bounds. And for the first time in a while, the Ducks are up by 2. Meanwhile, USC is going to take a timeout. Very, very back and forth game. I think it might be the first. Yeah. No, we'll leave it there. Very back and forth game. Actually, just so I know what parts of the team I should be worried about. Well, according to the Pride of Detroit, which is the SB Nation blog, this is from Eric Schitz, SCH. We are supposed to be getting a couple people back. We've got Frank Ragnow has returned to practice, as has Brian Branch, and our guard Christian Mahogany has returned to practice. So there's a good chance he'll get into the starting lineup. Meanwhile, we've got bad news. Derek Barnes may be lost for the season. Oh boy. That is unfortunate. All right. So that's one person we had to deal with, aside from, everybody else that we're worrying about. Marcus Davenport's still out. He's still gone for the year. Meanwhile, USC's going to send that point long and give the Ducks their first 3-point lead of the match. Logan, hope you're doing well, and I hope you are excited for this Saturday. Wisconsin versus Rutgers. Oh, yeah. Now, in this game, for sure, Oregon is putting up a great defensive effort that I just did not see them manage to do against Penn State. USC has been no slouch either. Don't get me wrong. Meanwhile, USC takes another timeout. And Xavier McKinley was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Yeah, good for him. Not really excited for the Giants game, and you certainly don't want to watch it on Sunday night. Yeah. Completely fair. Well, maybe Daniel Jones will fall over again. Just during one of his runs. So now that I see that Derek Barnes is going to be out for a while, that's a major weakness not only to our tackling but also in pass coverage. So, yeah. Our next opponents, they may want to take that into consideration and, attack us with the tight ends. All right, let's see. Who is serving now for the Ducks? Cannot tell. Wow. I do admire the Oregon coach being so paranoid that he's putting up paper to cover his mouth when he gives instructions to his team. And then, damn, that shot bounces off one USC player and then straight into the net. No one could get a control of it. And now the Ducks 2 points away from winning the first set. And that's Mimi Coiler who's getting the kill shot there. All right, from the near court, thankfully USC able to recover it. Betancourt will try to get it over again, and they end up sending it under the net by accident. Here comes set point. All right. Can they get something for set point? They attack the midcourt, try to spike it in from the near side, and Coiler and company, along with Colby Neal, set up the block and win the first set. Yeah. That puts them up 1-0. Damn. It's been a pretty exciting match so far. Hopefully USC can even it up when we get back. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause here. So, stretch, drink some water, do whatever you got to do. More women's volleyball coming up very shortly here on another Stupid Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. But yeah, it'll be USC serve, I think, to get this started. And they're really sitting in this break for a lot longer than I thought they would. Yeah, that's what I thought. USC serving again, and it'll be Mia Tuaninga on the serve. She sends a little rocket, hits the net a bit. And a great bit of defense. They have to turn it into a free ball, but at least they save the point. And a fierce shot from Mimi Coiler gets them the first point of the set. Wow. All right. And that's another block, but once again, they're able to get in quickly. And they manage the point off the block. All right. Service finally going back to USC. Oh, no. Oh, of course Oregon's challenging something. Oh. Whoa, she pulled her hands down. I don't know if they're going to be able to reverse it, but I know it hits the net. I think it hits the net, but I don't think it hits her hand. Oh no, a little bit too high to get the net. Meanwhile, it's a final of 1-0 Canadiens over the Leafs. And the Dodgers are getting a measure of vengeance. They're in the second inning right now, 3-0 lead. Dodgers over the Padres. All right, looks like they've come down to it. The information is being fed. Oh, damn. They're reversing it. So no point for USC. Oregon keeps its challenge and is now 2-0. And all she had to do was pull her hand away, so she didn't touch it. All right, service from the far side of the court. USC will try to kill it from the near, challenge the libero, and win. Okay, that was Jaden Livings getting the point to give service back to her team, and Betancourt is on the serve, and she throws it into the net. Batenhorst, forgive me. And here we are, back to service back to the Ducks. Coiler is going to serve. Working from the near side. Approaches the far side, attacks the far side of the court. Ducks get it back after the USC kill shot. And then they just duck it over. The help was coming. It just wasn't quite there in time. And it is now 4-1. Oregon gets it up after just tapping it back over the net. Another dangerous play by USC. Meanwhile, that service goes right into the net. Dang. This is going to be Gala Trubint, the libero, serving for USC. That one's way too far off the far side of the court. I don't think anybody touched that one. So 4-3, and Trubint will serve again, attacking that back corner, and overdoes it. Ends up going long. All right, now in service. Oh, it's Maya de los Reyes. Oh, Corn, man, we're doing good. This has been a real back and forth match tonight. Oh, yeah, Livin's absolutely driving that one home. I think, except for like the last part of the first set, it's been just a point or two lead for either team at either time. This is much more fun to watch than Oregon Penn State was. Ducks try to loft that over. Quick return by USC, ends up sailing out the side and wide. So, service back to the Ducks, and they have a 2-point lead. Oh, not a whole lot, Slogan. After all, but there is still a bit of Heineken left in this box over here. Meanwhile, Kristen Klein is now on the serve for the Ducks. And damn, another block at the net. Colby Neal and, Nomi Glover. And it just hits. All right, USC trying to get the kill from the attack line. Doesn't quite get as far enough. They try punching it over. Great dig. And a good rescue by USC. And a block goes down. They cannot get it back over the net. But, woo. All right. USC now only trails by 2. Trying to get it back, but great chase to rescue that one. Gives them a free ball. The Ducks a free ball, however. And that was going to be just a little too far. A lot of power coming off of these kill shots in the past couple points. All right, 8-5. Serve ends up in the near mid-court. Kill from the near side ends up being knocked out of bounds by the Ducks. Okay. So Leah Ford now on the serve, attacking the back court. Meanwhile, That kill from the attack line doesn't work for the Ducks. However, they're able to get it back just as quickly. And a great shot by Nomi Glover to find some space near the back line. And damn, that is a 3-point lead. Yeah. Like, forget getting thrown into the fire. That's being like that's being tied to the front of a car that's being entered in the demolition derby, and then they just give you a helmet for safety. That's what that feels like. All right. Huge rocket of a serve from USC. Ducks try to just... Oh, a little soft touch from Coiler. Bounces off the blockers and then falls limply. All right. Real score is 10-7. McClellan on the serve. Be a little loft into the middle of the court. And that was a good bullet from Livings. Did catch a touch on the way out. So 10-8. My thoughts on Salah getting fired. Whatever the reasons they give are, I don't believe the Jets or Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully, he is soon employed again. Meanwhile, another great killer from the far side of the net. They did? Oh, that's nice for them. Once again, another great dig on defense for the Ducks. But USC is chasing all of these balls no matter how far out of bounds they go. And does that go to... Oh, no, out of bounds. Okay. So Southern California now only down... Oh. So that looked like it was kind of on the other side of the line, but sure. All right, off the serve here, they get a great block from in front by Adonia Falmunina. And now the lead is only one. All right, good setup from the attack line, but it is too far on the kill, and we are tied again here in Eugene, Oregon. A rumor he could return as a special teams coordinator. Ooh. Hey. Finding a space for him on the roster. Meanwhile, looks like we are going to get a challenge by Oregon. Again. And they're going to challenge the call of out. Yeah, that one looks I don't know if that's going to be reversed. I don't think there's any way to reverse it on that one. Meanwhile, Utah beat the Chicago Blackhawks 5-2 last night. So they're 1-0. Oh, okay. Call is reversed again. Damn. Oregon Ducks are doing much better on the challenges tonight than they were against Penn State. And they still have all their challenges. They've won 2. Okay. Okay, Maya de los Reyes is on to serve. From the far pole, they end up getting a net violation. And they give it away. Really, they're actually selling beer at those hockey games. I am agog at the possibility. That shot's a little bit too long, and things are now tied again between the Ducks and the ladies of Troy. All right, Living's again on the set. They try to attack from the red line, and it just leaves the defender frozen. Collier with a... It wasn't even that hard a shot, just well placed around the blockers at the net. Honestly, Cornman, it's been a nice break, to, space apart between all the autumn football. Meanwhile, some miscommunication on USC's front at the net, and what looked like could have been a really easy kill ends up getting hit into the net. All right. Oh, no. Another one mishandled. It'll just be a free ball. We'll try to set up on the near side, but it goes too long. Are we paused again? And again, they're challenging. And now they're challenging for a touch. This is never-ending challenges here in the second set by Oregon. I don't know if you can call touch on that. I don't see one. Not on the first blocker or even on the second blocker. I don't know. Nope. Tearing at the meats like you're tearing at the Padres. Good to hear it. Yeah. Oh, damn, I actually might have seen fingers move. Oh no, I might have seen fingers move on that one. No, and then another angle they don't, so who the hell knows? This guy's going to be staring at replays for a while now. Meanwhile, the Ducks mascot is getting all socialization going in the audience right now. And it's still 3-0 at the end of the second. Good. At the very least, in women's volleyball, we can hear a bit more respect for the review process than we will ever hear again in the NFL. Like during these games, even they will admit, like, we can't tell, and we're probably not going to be able to overturn it. Instead of everybody becoming an instant replay expert as soon as the slow motion begins. Let's see. In the other. Oh, only other hockey score right now is Rangers 5, Penguins 0. That game is in the third period, only 5 minutes left. But all the real action appears to be happening at 9 o'clock. Flames Canucks, Avalanche Golden Knights, and then Jets versus the Oilers. Oh no, we finally have a challenge lost by Oregon. All right, now after all that, we're finally back into it. Greg Gosnell is back to serve. They're only down by 1. Nobody is there to rescue off the block, and we are tied again. Yeah, it is that time again, Corn Man. We are in need of pizza. Another save by Gosnell. Unfortunately, they get it back as a free ball. And that is a kill right into the floor at the attack line. And the first to 15 points is the Oregon Lady Ducks. We get ourselves a break. Only a lead of 1, and that's been the par for the course this whole game. So the Yankees got the lead back. 3-2 now at the end of the 8th. When I had turned off the game, the Royals had only just gotten on the board and tied things up. Yeah, I think it's about time. Hang on. Oh, Dan, I think it goes without saying that there's plenty of room for the power of Duck here tonight. Of course, not while Monty's around, but... Alright, you're free now. You can go and sleep on the bed again. Okay. USC just tied it up. They're getting a little rambunctious there on the sidelines. Meanwhile, Megan Verbeest will serve just in. Damn. I thought for sure it was going to go out. I thought that was out, but okay. Well, Dan, this is mostly upset the routine in the house. You know, I'm being loud and talking in the well-lit room at a time that they're not used to, so they would much rather I be getting to bed at an early time. All right, here's Naomi Glover. She gets it hung up in the back row. They get an initial block. Try to reset it. However, the tip over doesn't quite fly. End up blocking it long, and it goes all the way out. Lead again for USC. Okay. Now they've tacked on two more. 5-0. And a service error, they give it back. Yeah. Yeah, as long as I don't bring up what's going on with the Tie Cats, he's pretty content. Alright, off the serve, and the block falls harmlessly to the ground. And there's an apology. Apparently, two players collided at the net. Okay. Oh yeah, no, they came down and nearly hit each other. So like, you're okay, you're okay. All right, we go back to it. Once again, another good save. USC tried to tip it over, but the Ducks are ready, and finally Coiler able to get the kill that her team needs. They get service back, and she will go to serve. I mean, the thing that I'm worried about right now for the Vikings is that Darnold is going to get the injury that he had in his last game aggravated, and it'll be back down to Nick Mullins in mediocrity. Yeah. Is it starting to feel like what the Cleveland Indians had to do, which was essentially use all of the bullpen all of the time? And that's another little loft by the USC Trojans. Muina getting the point there. Crowd getting revved up a little bit here again. Trubant, the libero on the serve. She tacks the midcourt, and it is a quick rocket from Ofegbu. Right up the center. Just as the blocker falls down again, and she can't get up again quickly enough to block her. So 20-19, a little bit off target on the setup, but a very, very good kill from Batenhorst to make it 21-19. Oh! wonder she seemed so familiar. She's a transfer from Nebraska. Oh, okay. Meantime, the Ducks send it long. I think this is their first 3-point lead of the game. Meanwhile, looks like I think Oregon is going to take a timeout. And we get another commercial break while USC is 3 points from taking the set. Yeah. Let's see. They also have a transfer from Notre Dame. And as well as Gray Gosnell is a transfer from Indiana. And Mia Tuaninga, a transfer from Long Beach State. Well, let's see. Just going through USC's entire roster. Lindsey Miller, whom we haven't heard much about tonight, a middle blocker for USC, a senior transferred from Notre Dame. Of course, we mentioned Allie Batenhorst. Greg Gosnell, number 18, grad student transferred from Indiana. And Mia Tuaniga, senior transfer from Long Beach State. Yeah, she's had 6 kills in this set. And then they drill it into the net. Give it right back to Oregon. All right. This is Kristen Klein. Was head up. They try to get a quick one going, but I thought they got a touch on that. All right. Goes out of bounds. Back to Oregon. Meanwhile, USC will call timeout very quickly. They don't want to give Oregon any time to settle into a rhythm. Is it the pyrotechnics? True North? Is it too much pomp and circumstance, or did they finally start including Jello into the mix? Oh, well, the request thread is actually in the community tab right now, so if you want to put Pump It Up kicks in, you're totally welcome to. Oh, and of course they're playing the Taylor Swift while we're on the break. All right, so where are we now? 22-21, Women of Troy, as they have been named by the announced team, are up by 1. Kristen Klein on the serve, sophomore out of Stanfield, North Carolina. From the near side of the court, they try to loft it over, quickly rescued. And unfortunately, the kill from Oregon goes out to the near side. Kohler didn't get the best aim on that one. Back to 2-point advantage. And this is Gosnell, number 18, who will be on the serve again for the Trojans. It is still 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth as the Royals are at bat. As the serve shames right for the middle of the court. Good deflection allows them to set up from the back row again and blocked again into the net. But again, USC having all the solutions, even with the tip over, they can't get it rescued. And another block rescued at the net. They try to get the triple coverage, but it only ends up a deflection to the back row. And once again, it gets hammered back across, trying to get it over. And a great dig. Batenhorst flicks it back over the net. Finally, Colby Neal sets it down in an empty back corner. Wow. Kept going for a while. Save after save, dive after dive by the Trojans. And Colby Neal was not going to let it go for much longer. Little dart over the net, and they stuff Batenhorst at the net. Nomi Glover up there. Yeah, right off Glover and down into the USC half of the court. And it's another block. Turbin able to rescue it. They have to give it right back after that rescue. And another kill out of the backcourt gives Oregon the set point. USC calls another timeout. As wow. Looked like USC was about to come back and take set number 2, but just as quickly, Oregon has taken the lead again. Once again, they show the point for Neal. The block for Glover. And Oabete with the great kill. Living's unable to handle that. Glover couldn't get her hands on it to keep it in. Meanwhile, the older boosters are dancing in the crowd. They're having too much fun. Good for them. Meanwhile, Yankees lead series 2-1. We will have at least a game 4 for that. And, well, I guess all the smaller teams can't win. Meanwhile, the Dodgers closer is now pitching in the 3rd inning. Oh, it's that kind of situation. I gotcha. All right, Michelle Oabete here serving on set point for the Ducks. Aim straight for Batenhorst. It's another block up the front, but USC sets up again. They just try to lift it over that time, but nothing doing. The rescue by USC ends up back on their side, but USC provides their own block. Former White Sox closer Michael Kopech. And now we are at deuce. Leah Ford getting the block, and now she's back to serve again. Coiler trying to provide a rocket, doesn't quite hit. Neal just nudges it over, and that is enough. All right, set point number 2. End of the third inning. Meanwhile, Padres down 5-0 to the Dodgers. Mackenzie Morris sends it right to Gosnell. Everybody rescuing, but nobody able to get the second hit there in the backcourt. Tied up again. Yeah, just nobody able to rush and get to the backcourt in time. All right, Tuaninga on serve. Coiler in the back row. Turbot rescues, and they end up knocking it out. And the first set point for the... Oh, no! A net violation, and they give it to Oregon. What the heck? Oh, that's... Oh, no, the player waved him off and told him, don't do it. You will not win. So here is a set point for Oregon again. Number 3 here. They attack the far sideline this time. They try to trip it over. Collier saved by Gosnell. They try to get a loft to the back row again. And a big dunk by Onye Ofegbu. The kill at the end, making it 25-27. Wow. Yeah, 2-0 right now, but I'll tell you, it has not been the dominating slog that Penn State Oregon was. It's been competitive the whole time. All right, we'll give ourselves another short pause for the cause, and we could be done in set number 3, or we could have a very long night ahead of us. I know y'all want USC to keep it going toward 5, but my bedtime will not be happy. But we'll see where it goes. We'll take our pause for the cause. Set number 3 for Oregon versus USC, Big Ten Volleyball, when we return here on another Stupid Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in. here we are. Third set about to get going here in the match between Oregon and USC, NCAA women's volleyball, here on a Wednesday night on another stupid sports show. And once again, I am on tonight and doing these extra streams because I'm going to be off tomorrow for my own amusement, and I figured it was only fair that I give you all just a little bit extra, before, well, we have to be apart for about 36 hours, 48, whatever. And meanwhile, True North has added his song requests and made terrible, terrible mistakes. Let's look at how terrible these mistakes are. Okay, where is our... And damn, Thunder and Rockets ended up going to overtime. I understand that language is an odd thing and the goal is communication, so if you succeed at communication, then the words itself don't really matter. But, yeah, y'all got some funny definitions for the word mistake up in Canada. All right. Meanwhile, Oregon will even things up here in the early going. Both teams have scored with some easy tips just over the net. And not quite sure what that is, but we'll have to mark it, I think. Wow, great rescue, but not enough time to pursue on the second hit. Ducks end up giving it back. Now, yes, it is true that USC ended up winning in 5 against Michigan. They came down from 2-0 to win that. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull off the same magic here. But hey, 3-1 start is, decent thing to keep yourself energized with here. Beginning of the third set. All right, MK, I will see you when you get back. Oh, yes, the sports ball is out. Yeah. And the oddest thing is that... yeah. See you Thursday. Right. And Coiler again ends up dropping it just in front of Badenhorst. Off the serve, they aim it to the back court. But Morris ends up getting the save. Unfortunately, Trubent on her dig can't keep it in bounds, and now we're tied up again. They're doing their best. USC has been playing very well. They just need to get a set. Another great dig by Morris. Meanwhile, Coiler for the backcourt, rescued by Livings. Another dig by Morris to get it over. Unfortunately, the tip over gets mishit. Damn. Easy point for USC now, 4-3. Meanwhile, Trubin ends up sending it into the net and giving service right back to the Ducks. All right, Maya de los Reyes on the serve, attacks the Batenhorst in the backcourt. And Livings with a big shot right in the center of everything, where no one was standing. Great placement right between the gap and the defenders. So off the serve, it just gets tipped over. This time it works for number 8, Kristen Klein. Was able to trick him that time. Wow. Let's see if Trubin can get her 1,000th dig. Not on that, however, as it's served right into the net. All right, Megan Verbeest on the serve this time from the setup. And they end up knocking it out. Damn. All right. It is back into the hands of the Ducks again. Meanwhile, that gets out on a touch. And Trubin has actually gotten her 1,000th dig. Meanwhile, Olbete gets herself an ace on the second serve. Batenhorst serves up all the pain on the near side of the court. 7-all again. I won't be worried yet. It's still very early in the set. A rocket off the serve and a deft touch. It bounces off the blockers and falls right near the net. Wow. That's a good way to trick them. All right, Mackenzie Morris will be back to serve. Gosnell on the dig, unfortunately. No room for... Oh no, another net violation. You're kidding me. USC just gave it away again on a net violation. Oh, wow. She ended up landing like under the net. Okay. Like with her foot into the Oregon territory. And do we have a challenge or... Yeah, they're challenging it. Oh, no, it was even worse. Yeah, she ended up landing, her foot ended up landing in the same space as the Oregon players, and it caused a few of them to land awkwardly. Nobody's hurt, which is also good news. Net violation is confirmed, and so USC will lose their challenge. Morris serve goes long. All right. Back into the hands of Tuaninga for the Trojans. And a lot of height on the initial throw, but ends up sailing long. Back to 10-8. So Daly McClellan will come back up to serve. Attacking from the near side of the court. Tries to get to drop quickly near the attack line, but just a perfect setup for a great kill. And then way too long in the service. They're just going to keep handing it back and forth to each other all set. All right, Coiler. She's not going to try to do too much. Batenhorst will dig this up. And oh, damn, this time they call net on Oregon. Another quick point. In the meantime, that's, I'm assuming that that's Calgary. Yeah, 1-0. Easy setup by them. Batenhorst able to save it. They're trying to get the block, and it finally bounces through. Tied up again. Oh, wow. A little bit too much off of that one. Morris going to have to force it back. Just give him a free ball on the other side. However, a good rescue in the back by Coiler. Ducks attempt to tip it over. Does not land. And nobody was able to get that hammer from Livings. Now 12-11. First lead that the Trojans have had in a while. All right, rescued in the backcourt that time. And it's off of Morrison out. So now 13-11. Ducks take a timeout. And we have to sit and wait. All right, do we actually get a fourth set? Could happen right now, but USC has lost these little leads before, as you would have seen if you were here for the second set. All right. While we wait, let's see. Dodgers and Padres are now into the top of the fifth, and it is still 5-0. Currently, the Padres are, they've gone through a good number of people. First, Dylan Cease, Brian Hoeing, and Adrian Morjon is currently getting the lion's share of the work here in this game. Already pitched 2 innings. Meantime, Dodgers are already on their 4th pitcher of the game. Ryan Brazier did an inning in the 3rd. Anthony Banda finished out the 2nd. Then Michael Kopech and Alex Vesia have done an inning each since. Wow. Let's see how much they're willing to commit to this. Okay. All right. Nice B-roll from obviously earlier in the day when it was still daylight. All right, here's the serve. They cannot get the second kill shot saved. And that was a good spike by Oabete through the middle of the crowd. Gets them back within one. Okay, Maya de los Reyes. She'll attach Batenhorns to the back court, and it goes out of bounds. That's an ace. It ties it up at 13 apiece. Huh. Wow, just must have jammed her up. She attacks Batenhorst again, but she has enough space to deal with it this time, and another block up front. Oabete getting the credit for that one. She was up there with Colby Neal. Oh, just a great leap. Not giving any room. Now 14-13. Reyes on the serve again. And off the hands of the libero for USC. Another ace. Wow, and who is the other libero? Oh, mate, that's Verbeest who is in there right now. All right, Reyes serves again. They try to loft it over, but the Ducks are ready. Saved again in the backcourt. And now free ball to the Trojans. Block off the net, or they're going to call net violation on the Ducks. And finally, the momentum is stopped. Livings will be back to serve for USC. Meanwhile, Winnipeg is up on Edmonton 1-0. Ten kills tonight for Livings. She has been a big contributor. Unfortunately, her serve goes very long. As Livings goes off. Yeah, she's been doing great. We've been calling her name a lot tonight. They try to jam Batenhorst up. Initial block is rescued again and blocked again. Trojans not giving up, however. And finally, the kill ends up going... Oh. They call a touch. Okay. Ah, damn. All right, this is Verbeest, who is out at it. And it ends up bouncing off of one of their coaches' heads before going out of bounds. Oh. And some great, once again, more great defense by USC, and they are doing everything they can not to give away this game. And another good shot. The block ends up bouncing out. Oregon now up 3. I think this will be another timeout with that quick whistle. Oh, no. Oregon's taking the timeout this time. Huh. We get another commercial break as I guess they just wanted everybody to have a moment to breathe, but top of the fifth is finished between the Dodgers and the Padres. Nothing additional added by Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Winnipeg now up 2-0 on Edmonton. Uh-huh. Yep. I think it's time. We definitely need a second helping. Hang on. All right, Monty. I need you to see. They've got only 6 points to go until the match might be over, Monty. Yeah. In Monty's world, every week is a bye week. Hey. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit, Colby Neal just got a block and gave them their 20th point. All right, buddy. Go be free. We might be done soon anyway. And another block at the net on the attempt by Batenhorst. She tries to loft it over. And then Collier gets another. Just a little bit too out of reach for Verbeest. Meanwhile, USC is taking another timeout. I think that takes out the rest of their timeouts for this set. USC needs 10 points to keep this match going. I'm unsure if they're going to be able to get that many. Back and forth, back and forth. It has only been in this third set that the domination has really started to show. You know, we've had little comebacks by the Ducks for the first two sets, you know, but they mostly fit into the flow of the match. This right here, the 5-0 run here near the 2/3 of the way through the third set, is looking rough for the women of Troy. And once again, they have been playing very good defense, you know, chasing just about every ball and every hit that they possibly can all over the court. But this barrage, it has just not been enough. Maybe they can turn it around in these next couple of points, but right now, it might be done. And damn, again? Another net violation? Oh no, it was just another one of those random screw ups. right, they try again from the back row. Rescued. Collier, big dig. Hosnell ends up rescuing it. Unfortunately, Kobe Neal's tip is blocked and they cannot rehandle it. Finally, a break for USC. Okay. This is going to be Leah Ford who just got that point in at the net. Dug out by Coiler. And Glover will send it over. And unfortunately, not enough height from all the rescues on the ground for Oregon. Now 22-17. Oregon will take another timeout. Yeah, they just not were able to handle it, but not yet, not yet. And again, they go over that comeback that they had against Michigan. Again, remember, it was they were down 2-0, and they ended up coming back winning it 3-2. It is totally possible, but I don't know if they're going to be able to handle it just now. And they're already plugging the next game, which is supposed to start at 10 o'clock. I don't know what they're going to do if this one ends up going to 5 sets. I guess they'll figure it out. All right, Leah Ford still on the set. Okay. 22-17. Collier with a good dig. She'll and a kill off the block. It lands. 2 points to go until Oregon gets the sweep. All right, Morris on the serve, but it goes long. All right. Good chance, USC. Tuaniga back into serve. She's supposed to be one of the better serving experts, but then she throws it right into the net. Oh, hell. Okay, here comes match point. Or at least match point number 1 for the Oregon Ducks. Just in case, put that down there. Little Luffy on the near side. They trying to rescue it, and it goes far. Nope, they're calling it. They got a touch. So that's 24-19 now. Benhorst will be serving. And it blocked out, and that's going to do it. Out off the touch by USC. And it is 25-19 here in the third set. And, whoa. Cordial hands, shaking of hands at the net. And the Ducks sweep USC for the first time since October 7th, 2018, 3-0, and a good rebound after getting flattened by Penn State last time we checked in on them. That was a good time. Nice little change of pace for a Wednesday evening. And yeah, we'll get back to this soon enough, but we've got so many other sports to touch in the meantime, and of course, hockey as well. Canucks are up on Calgary 4-1, by the way. But over here, that's it. That's it. Game's done. Match is over. We can get on with the rest of our evening, including whatever sleep you want to get to. So, thank you for hanging out, tuning in for however long you did, and for throwing in requests, those of you who did. I will see you all on Friday for some real NHL hockey. Flyers, Canucks. This is Jim B here on 101.69 Click FM. It's been another Stupid Sports Show. And good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.